What's going on, everybody? Today in this video, I want to talk about spot price. Whether you're talking about gold, whether you're talking about silver, I want to talk about that mysterious spot price and what exactly is it? How come when you buy a silver coin, whether it's junk silver or like a heavier coin, maybe a 5 or a 2 or a 3 ouncer, you got 1 1/2 ounce. How come no matter, whenever you buy silver, you never pay spot price? At least for the most part, when you're buying silver, you're never paying spot price. So I want to talk about what spot price is, how it's different than the actual cost of the real world, retail price of silver. There's a big difference there. And if you're new to buying silver, this whole spot price thing may confuse you. Maybe if you're an experienced silver buyer, gold buyer, things like that, the spot price just annoys you. Maybe you don't even look at the spot price anymore because you just have a general idea of what the actual value of the real market is. I'm also going to tell you guys a couple of ways that you can actually cut your costs on those premiums and get the price of silver closer to that of the spot price of silver. So buckle up, guys. Come on, let's go. So what is spot price? Let's just get that out of the way right now. Those of you that don't know what it is, it's the current market price at which an asset, something like silver or gold, it's the current market price at which that asset is bought or sold for immediate payment and delivery. So with the spot price, there's also going to be something called a premium. And the premium is essentially how the miners get paid, how the manufacturers get paid, how the minters and designers and everybody who's involved in getting their hands and making a coin, something like this. That's where the premium comes in. Somebody's got to get paid to put a design on this coin here. Someone's got to get paid to market this coin and all those little things. And there's not a lot of meat on the bone when it comes to buying and selling bullion. So now that you know what spot price is, let's kind of figure out what happens when that silver is dug up out of the ground, right? So the miners will dig that silver out of the ground and they sell it to the refiners at below spot price. Now the refiners, they're going to purify that stuff. They're going to get out all the crap that's in there for the other rocks and other kind of metals that might be in there. Basically melt that ore down into bullion, which is then sold to the mints. Now that is sold very, very, very close to spot, if not at spot. Who knows what those dealers get? Obviously it's going to be based on volume, but the refiners are going to then sell it to the minters, who are then the ones who strike the coins, the bars, they put the designs on them, and then they are the ones who put that premium on the coin or the bar or the round over today's spot price. Right? You guys with me so far? You guys following along so far? All right, you see how many times that silver changes hands. You got your miners, your refiners, your minters, and then whoever else along the way. These people got to get paid, guys. Nobody works for free. So there's a lot of stops along the way, and every stop along that way, somebody's making money. That's where the premium comes in. Some dealers, maybe like say Perth Mint, when Perth Mint puts something out, they can control their premiums a little bit better, not only because they're a government issued bullion minter, but like they have more volume. They're putting out way more coins. They're probably getting the silver at a better price than say somebody like, I don't know, I believe these are Provident Metals. These are Monarch Precious Metals. Yeah, these are Monarch Precious Metals. It's a smaller bullion company. They have a little bit heftier of a premium. No big difference. It's still silver, just got a little bit different of a design, different types of coins they have in different sizes and stuff. But a private minter might have a higher premium, not just because they're fractional coins, but because they're not getting their silver at as low cost as here. So that's why premiums are different across the board. Doesn't matter where you go. Now, we got premiums, we've got spot price, we kind of got an understanding of that. That's where we see this big diversification of designs and what I like to call gimmicks on coins. So this is just a piece of silver. This is no different than this and this and this. This is all the same. But by putting a cool design on it, that allows them to drive up that premium cost. So if you're an investor, if you're somebody that's stacking silver and gold for your future, for retirement, maybe you're looking to buy a house or a car down the road, whatever it is that you're looking to do, if you're an investor, your aim should be to cut your premiums to as close to zero as possible and buy it as cheap as possible. Buy your silver, buy your gold as cheap as possible. So how can you do that? Well, one of the ways, funny enough, is to actually go with private minted coins, or what's called generic minted coins. Now this here is a Buffalo round. It's just a generic silver piece, 1 troy ounce. I believe this is minted by I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't even know who mints these. Comment down below if you know who mints these. It might be ATMEX or even Silvertown or something like that, but that's what I'm saying. It has a very low premium. Yes, there's still a premium on these. It's a low premium, but this is definitely one of the ways that you can get your silver closer to spot, right? The other way, here's another private minted coin. Now these, not a great example. This is the Morg Ann, and this was done by Provident Metals, the Zombux coin here. And this coin had a very hefty premium, and I like to think that this coin kind of started this whole... Without the Morg Ann, we probably wouldn't have something like the Spider-Man. I shouldn't say that. We probably would still have a Spider-Man, but I think the Morg Ann, being able to capitalize on this whole zombie phenomenon back then, it showed private minters and it showed companies that made silver coins that, hey, look, man, we can put something cool on here and charge a lot more money just because there's something cool on that. When a company makes a coin like this, when a country puts out a coin like this, guys, they're not doing this overnight. This is something that takes a lot of time, a lot of love, a lot of trial and error, a lot of back to the drawing boards. So coins like this, that's why they come with such a hefty premium. And then there's always, you know, companies like the Perth Mint are notorious for doing this, where they'll make a coin 25,000 mintage, and that again will drive up that cost. That premium goes up because of that. You create scarcity in a coin, people want it more, or you give them a reason to want that coin more, and it just drives that premium up. So just remember, that premium covers all those costs, design, mock-ups, all that sort of stuff. The margins in the bullion game are very, very, very small. Now, just because coins come with a premium doesn't make them necessarily a bad investment. You can take a coin like this here, Swan, the 2017 Perth Mint Swan, very, very limited mintage, and my goodness, does it come with a hefty, hefty premium. Now, if you were one of the fortunate ones to get this coin when it first came out, you didn't pay the premium that they're charging today. But if you own this coin, and now you go to sell that coin, somebody's willing to spend that money because of that scarcity that was created by the Perth Mint. So it is good for an investment, it is bad for an investment. It all depends on what side of the coin you're on. So how else can you guys cut down on the premiums? Well, besides going the generic route, you can buy the bigger stuff, right? So when you're buying the small stuff, we've got a ½ ounce here and we've got a 1 ounce here. You can see the difference in sizes here. You're gonna pay a higher premium the smaller you go. Okay, these are fractional rounds here. This is a 1/4 ounce, this is a ½ ounce. You're gonna pay a higher premium the lower you go. As far as sizes anyway. Now, if you want to save on that premium, you go bigger. You got that 2 ounce coin, you got your 5 ounce coin here. The larger you go, the lower the premium is. You've got a 1 ounce and then you've got your ½ ounce. So you can see the difference in sizes, and the reason why those premiums are lower the bigger you go is it's less work, it's less labor, there's less love that's needed to put into those big coins. Doesn't mean they're any less attractive. They're definitely very, very nice coins, but the larger you go in size, the lower those premiums come down. And then obviously the last thing you can do, go for the junk, go for that 90% stuff. And I know some of you guys, you hate when I use that word junk, but it's a term of endearment. Get used to it. That's what I call it. You call it what you want. I call it what I want. Nothing but love. But back to the silver, guys, this is where you go. You go the 90% route. This stuff is so cheap, and I love this as a means for liquid saving. So if you are saving for maybe a house or a car, and you know at some point you're going to want to dip into this, maybe you want a vacation at some point, you're like, you know what, I'll dip into the silver, I'll sell some of that stuff. This is what I use my junk silver for. You know, I've got a perma stack and I've got my liquid stack, the stuff that I'm willing to part with at any time, just to get a couple extra bucks in my hand, you know? I'm curious to know what you guys think about the whole premium in the market thing. Do you guys agree that these artificial inflations of superficial numbers like mintages and things like that are good for the market, are bad for the market? Personally, I think it's good. I think the more genres that you can tap into, the more people can get brought into this investment world. I mean, this is good for everybody. It's not just good for Spider-Man and Marvel, but it's good for anybody that collects silver, because yeah, there's going to be people that will overpay for coins from time to time. But those of us that are in this for the long haul, those of us that are smart about our investments and constantly learning, we know how to skirt those high premiums. We know that we could buy them in bulk or look for sales and flash deals and all that sort of stuff. So there are ways to cut those premiums, guys, and that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. Hopefully you learned something, and if that's the case, go ahead and mash that thumbs up, like button down there. Let me know that you liked it. And if you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button and make sure you have that bell icon checked off, so this way you're notified when new videos come out. But that's it, guys. I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace out, YouTube.